What are the biggest mistakes sellers are making in today's housing market? Well, if you've been watching the news lately, you've probably seen headlines saying sellers are pulling their homes off the market at the fastest pace since 2020. So what's really happening? Is the market crashing? No, it's just changing. I'm Lindsay Levin in Atlanta with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Georgia properties, and today I'm going to walk you through several national graphs and explain what they actually mean, and more importantly, how sellers can maximize their sale. So why are sellers getting frustrated? One of the biggest stories this year is the number of homes being taken off the market. Now, nationwide, 5.8% of listings were removed in April, and this is tying the highest level since the pandemic. Atlanta ranks the highest major metro area for sellers pulling their listings off the market. But here's the most important part. They're not changing their mind and deciding not to move. They are just pulling them because they're not getting the price and the level of activity that they expected. Inventory changes everything. We have been now in 4 consecutive years of increased inventory. We're not at the level of inventory that we had in 2008 where there was an oversupply. We're simply in a more balanced market after years of incredibly limited inventory. So whereas buyers had 3 homes to choose from before, and you could make pricing mistakes because it really didn't matter much, today we've got 30 homes to choose from. And 80% of sellers think that their home is going to sell for the list price or more. And 62% of homes nationally sell below the asking price. Now, neither number is wrong. One measures expectations and one measures reality. So as an agent, my job isn't to tell the seller what they want to hear. It's to help them position their home so that they can become part of that successful minority that sells for list price or just above. Homes are taking longer to sell, and the median days on market nationwide is 52 days. Oftentimes sellers are going to think, something is wrong. Why isn't my house selling? But, this is more normal. This is not what, we experienced during the pandemic years, but this is normal. Buyers are, having a little bit more negotiation power and leverage and that's why they are taking longer to pull the trigger, which is making homes sit on the market longer. They are being more thoughtful when they review inspection reports. Because there's other homes to choose from. If they don't want that one, they'll move on to the next one. So it's really important that your presentation, your pricing, your negotiation strategy, your photography are, really positioned to make an incredible first impression. So what I tell my sellers is, let's price for today's competition, not yesterday's headlines. Prepare the home before it goes to market. Take care of all that deferred maintenance. Ensure your home gets full market exposure. Take it to market. Don't try to sell it off market. You have to cast the widest net and watch your buyer feedback instead of hoping the market's going to change. If the market tells you something in the first few weeks, you need to listen. I've been selling homes during hot markets, slow markets, multiple offer markets, and everything in between. And what I will tell you, that today's market rewards preparation. So whatever agent you're working with, you need to make sure you have a good strategy in place and can successfully sell your home at that list price or just above. I'm Lindsay Levin with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Georgia properties in Atlanta, and I'd be happy to chat with you to really understand how your home compares to the current competition and what buyers are actually paying in your neighborhood. Thank you.